It was on this day about a year ago, to be exact, 1 year. I was coming from Missouri Baptist Hospital, and I had just gotten a biopsy. And this biopsy was to find out what had been going on with me for the last month, almost exactly a month to be to the point. And as I was sitting there on the table, the guy put me to sleep. And it was a weird feeling because I knew when I woke up, I was gonna know, whether, this growth that they saw in my lung was cancerous or not. And when I woke up, that's what it was. And so for me, everything kind of changed that day. This was my unofficial first day of finding out I had lung cancer. I knew a couple people found out, and I wanted to make sure that I could talk to the doctor and find out first before putting everybody in a tailspin. Plus, I didn't know what it meant myself, And one long year from then until today, and they don't see anything in my scans right now, and that's just a blessing. You know what I mean? It's a true blessing. And there's no other way to call it, describe it, is by God's grace that I'm still here. I just remember thinking of all the things people would ask me to do, and I just wouldn't even engage in the conversation because I didn't know if I'd be around, and here I am. So, this day will be known as my Black History Month moment in time, because I have officially made it 1 year as a lung cancer patient, as a recovering lung cancer patient. I can't tell you why. I know there are some things that I need to do. There's something that God has in store for me to do. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna figure it out, and maybe I just need to sit down and listen, and it's already there. But that's something I have to do in my own time. I can't ask anybody to do that for me, decipher the code, listen to the word. It's just something that I got to get and receive. Just thinking about this last year, all the people that passed away from a cancer, from any particular type of cancer, not necessarily lung cancer, is kind of hard sometimes, sitting there and saying, I'm here, and figuring out what I did different, or why, or was it something about me. But I can't worry about that. Now it's time for me to figure out what it is I need to do in my next stage and step of life. A full 1 year removed from being diagnosed with lung cancer. So, this is something that it is beyond my understanding. It is definitely by God's grace. I think everybody that's been along with me on this journey, 2 days from now is when I officially talked to the doctor, and when I officially, had to break the news to everybody else around me. I don't know what anybody else would be doing right now, but I'm here at the gym. I'm here at the gym because I figured if God got me through that, and I was on the biopsy table. Actually, I was at home at this time last year after getting off the biopsy table and finding out I had lung cancer. So if he can get me through that, and I'm here a full year later, let me tell you, I didn't want to work out today. I didn't want to work out at all. I felt like there was some other things I needed to do. I was tired, hadn't slept much, but this body that he granted me to get me through that year, why not just go and do something to fine tune it today? Because if he was gracious enough to do that for me, I could reciprocate by trying to keep that body healthy and doing my part and being a change in whatever happened. I don't know what happened. You're talking to a guy that, by all accounts, I don't know how lung cancer came, and it ain't for me to know. But what I can tell you is I wasn't your ordinary case. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I went to the doctor every year, worked out 3 to 5 times a week. So I say all that to say that you never know. It was one thing I used to always tell my classes when I worked out, and maybe that was a good or a bad thing, but I told people all the time, you never know when God is going to, challenge you in a way that you haven't been challenged before. And just because you're working out doesn't mean you're not going to get sick. Just because you eat as a vegan or you eating healthy doesn't mean you won't get sick. But it's a start, and you just have to be ready to respond to whatever challenges come your way, but not by yourself, with God and, man, all the families and friends that I had that prayed with me, for me. I just have to do my part, find my purpose, but I definitely need to do better at taking care of my body and getting back in the swing of things and not feeling sorry for myself. You go through a lot of human emotions just in 1 year. I mean, 1 year exactly. I can't tell you all the places my mind has been. I can't tell you all the different thoughts and fears and non-fears. And, I'm happy to be here. I'm blessed to be here. And I look forward to continuing to inspire people to do whatever it is they need to do, and figuring out what my testimony is supposed to be, and how I can help others. So I'm gonna wrap up with that. This is a long one, but hey, man, I'm just thankful, and I'm blessed and highly favored, and I just love everybody. Appreciate all the prayers, the support financially, man, just mentally. When there were moments where I don't even want to talk, and people just, rallied around me. So with that, I'll be doing another post in a couple days, because that'll be the official day that I heard from the doctor and told everybody those that I ran into, what was going on. So I'm gonna try to keep everybody updated in the process. But here I am, a year removed, and this is my Black History moment. So I'm gonna roll with it, and I'm gonna mark this off in time as just what I said, my Black History moment. Peace.